Good morning. So, what happens to a tree that you don't remove the fruit from? You don't pick the fruit, you don't glean the fruit, you don't harvest it. What happens? Well, two things. Either it stays on the tree or it falls to the ground and rots. And what happens when you don't pick the fruit from the branches, I am the vine, you are the branches, falls to the ground and rots. When it rots, that's bad fruit. It attracts bugs, bacteria, fungus, pests, all these things that can pollute the soil. The tree absorbs that. Then the tree has to fight it off. And what happens when the tree has to spend energy fighting off all these pests? It has less energy to produce fruit. So when the fruit has less energy, or when a tree has less energy to produce fruit, it has to spend more energy fighting off the sickness, the pests, the bacteria, and the things that get into the soil, into the roots of the tree. And then it produces less fruit for the following season. It also produces more immature fruit that falls whenever it's supposed to be producing good fruit. And then eventually, this continues on and on for years, and the tree, so you can see these trees behind me, they start to look like that, and it eventually withers and dies. You think of the fig tree that Jesus talked about, wasn't producing figs, so he put a curse upon it. It's not going to produce any more figs. It is literally, I think John chapter 15, Jesus says, I am the vine, you are the branches, abide in me and I in you, for you can do nothing without me. You produce no fruit without Jesus. So if you're not producing fruit, if your fruit is withering, or if you're not producing enough fruit, or you're producing immature fruit, you're likely not connected to Jesus. You're not abiding in him, because what happens then? He binds up those branches, tosses them out, burns them. He wants productive fruit. So abide in him. He desires you to be close to him. Just like the tree that's not producing fruit, we, by the fruit of the Spirit, produce fruit of the Spirit by the Spirit of God. And it's therefore our responsibility to take those fruit, to pick them, and apply them to various situations and relationships in our lives. So whenever you've got a stressful situation or anxiety in your life, you apply the fruit of peace. Jesus is the Prince of Peace. He came to the disciples and said, peace be with you. He is your source of peace. He is that pressure on the inside that is pushing out against all the pressure from the outside. He gives you that inner peace. When you have that inner peace, you then have the fruit of self-control. You can control yourself instead of being angry and acting out of wrath. Okay? Because a lot of times these people or situations that are allowed in your life by God, okay, they're there to produce fruit. We have the choice on how we respond. So I pray that you will respond, okay, by abiding in him, and therefore you produce fruit of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, faithfulness, goodness, gentleness, long-suffering. There's like two others, there's 9 total. So you produce those fruit, take those fruit and apply them to different situations in your life, to different people in your life, okay? And that fruit, it has to be a practice. Just like running here. Running, there's an event in July, pump and run. You run a mile, you bench press as many reps as you can. Every rep takes a second off your time. So in order to get good at that, I can't just not train and expect to come out there and win and run a sub 7-minute mile or bench press 30 reps. I have to train for that so that when the time comes, I'm able to do it. The same way the fruit of the Spirit, you have to regularly practice peace. You have to practice joy. You have to choose that. And when you practice it daily, when you need it, it's there. Okay? So when you practice peace, okay, you practice it on a daily basis so that you have a storehouse of it. So you have a storehouse of fruit that you can harvest and apply to these stressful and anxiety and worryful situations, so that you can have that calmness, so you can have control, so that people can see what's going on with this guy. He's got, people dying, his family is sick, lost his job or took a pay cut, whatever it is. These people see these outward stressors, but yet they see the inner peace that you have, with the inner joy, with the patience, with the gentleness whenever somebody spits in your face, okay? When people see that, they want to know, what is that person has that allows them, enables them, empowers them to act like that, okay? They will know you by your fruit. So pick the fruit, okay? Literally write them all down, put them on a piece of paper each day or each week, or keep them in your pocket, or think of a list of people or situations that are currently going on in your life, and pick a fruit to specifically apply to that, and ask Jesus to help you with that, and ask the Holy Spirit to empower you to do those things, because it's available to you. And so with the fruit of the Spirit, just like exercise, you have to practice it in order to be ready for it, okay? You can't just not study for a test and expect to get a passing grade, okay? You can't expect to allow the tests of life to come your way and not pass it without practicing the fruit of the Spirit, without abiding in Jesus on a daily basis. That's what the purpose of this is to encourage you to know there's a relationship with Jesus available to help you live life, to prepare you to show others, what it is like to have Christ inside you, the glory of God from heaven on earth resides within you, okay? You decide if you want to let that light shine. So everyone, I pray this has been a helpful lesson to you. Please, I encourage you to send questions to me, comment below this video, or email at ranthonymatisich@gmail.com. All right, everyone, have a great day. Bye-bye.